Hello, and welcome back to the Slightly Biased Podcast, the podcast where we ponder life's greatest mysteries. Like, why does my 8-month-old daughter wait with the air fryer like it's her best friend? I'm Vinny.
And I'm Grayson. Have you considered they might be friends?
I mean, they talk all the time. I mean, of course. Yeah, good for her. It's good to have a lot of friends in life from
I'm
different.
predicting this is a Toy Story scenario.
Is that in Toy Story? Does a younger child interact with the what is this Toy Story? I don't even know.
Listen, if a toy can be alive and friends with a child, then why not an air fryer?
I think they also wonder how old is the air fryer.
Are you picturing it like a mustachioed, like a Jack Black voiced older
Sort of age
character?
now. This senior air fryer interacting with an 8-month-old.
Is
Like,
this
what
an old? Are you?
what
Is it
is
an
this
old?
air
Do
fryer
you
telling
consider
my
it old?
child to do? Is this why my child won't sleep at night? Is it because the air fryer is saying don't sleep?
I mean, I would say the coffee machine is definitely telling them not to sleep.
Well, she likes the coffee grinder more than the coffee machine. So
Either way, those are both like Toy Story rules. Those characters are awake, high energy, like Joy from Inside Out.
that's it. I'm going off the grid. I'm moving on. That no, this is not direct to my child anymore.
If it wasn't the kitchen appliances, it would be sticks and stones. The woodland critters, squirrels and birds.
Can't fucking win, man. Can't
And
win.
who knows what they're up to? They're like fighting giant construction machines, deforesting
Fuck.
your.
Now, before we go any further, I gotta do something I said in the last show I would do. I came prepared today. I would not upset the viewers.
Oh, he brought receipts.
I brought the grapes and the milk for this show to know
No,
if it will cause me any gastro stress.
you're gonna hurt your tummy.
But don't worry. For those watching at home on our camera, I brought some backup just in case. It is Pepto Bismol because it is. Oh yeah, I don't fuck around Pepto. My tummy issues need name brand.
You got name brand quality tummy issues.
It's 10:41 in the morning. I cannot have an upset tummy the rest of the day. I have to be ready and available for my child
You have to
help raise them.
have that bismuth.
So I don't know what
Soothing
the
your
order
tongue.
I should do this in. Should I do grapes first, then milk?
I say start chewing the grape and then finish and then chase it with the milk.
Great. I got some grapes. I got red grapes too. I went with the heavier. I think they're heavier just to really put this challenge to the test.
I'm
gotta
riveted.
know
I can't
if I
wait to
can
see how much this hurts your tummy.
beat China on this. So this is one. Grayson, talk while I chew.
Okay, I'm gonna talk news update for Grayson. Our washing machine, unfortunately. Oh, he's dying. He's choking on the grape already. I didn't even start.
Fuck.
Our washing machine has crapped the bed and is no more. And I will be having to shop for a new washing machine. I've replaced various parts of this washing machine over the years. It was free, came with the house. It has lasted us for 3 years.
What brand?
It's an LG, I believe.
Ooh, life is not good then. Ooh.
Direct drive motor. It's an upright, or I should say, it's a top loader washer. And it, for context, when we bought it, the glass top panel had already, at some point in the past, been shattered, presumably by somebody dropping a laundry basket on the lid. The glass had been shattered and replaced with a seemingly hand cut with a jigsaw piece of acrylic that was seemingly hot glued to the top of the lid. And I'll say they did a decent job. They could have used more clamps. There's parts where the glue kind of gets separated before it hardened. They should have used way more clamps. And it's a pain, but soon it won't be a pain anymore because we're going to buy a new one. Man, these things are expensive. They're like $700. Oh, he's drinking the milk. They're $700 to $1,000. And I'm like, I don't want the bells and whistles. I don't want it to have Wi-Fi. I don't want it to have a touch screen. I don't want it. I want rugged. I don't want it to break. I don't want it to do any weird settings things. I don't even care about fabric softener. I want it to clean my clothes. A river can do that. I don't need $1,000.
You know you should buy. You should buy.
Lay it on me.
I got it on Amazon. It's $23.
Oh,
That's not
I've
a real one.
seen the 23.
We can get you a washboard here. But
there you go. So if you go on Amazon and type in washing machine, they show you these like $100 to $300 countertop washing machines. And it makes me sad. I don't want that. I don't want that for the future. I don't want countertop appliances replacing all the appliances.
Grayson, eBay, $25. Condition, very nice. It looks like a vintage washboard. Like, that's pretty good.
I would use this. Can we see? Yeah, can we see that side?
Get your gym time in, and
Oh yeah.
Look at that. That's some high quality crap.
That'll clean your clothes.
Look at the dirt on there. Look at the dirt it's got on the clothes.
That's authentic dirt. That might be rust.
Oh, okay.
That might be rust.
Well, either way.
Listen, what is the cost of this? $25 plus a tetanus shot? Cheaper than $1,000.
Grayson, shipping is being calculated as we speak.
Oh, please don't. You're gonna dox yourself.
No, I'm trying to remember a fake zip code I have. I can't remember my zip code where I used to live.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's probably like $10 tops.
It's $5 to $10 shipping.
Perfect.
That's great. Amazing. Yeah, I think that would probably be preferable to buying a smart appliance that'll break in a year.
There you go.
I'm gonna buy an industrial version, like at your good advice. How are the grapes and milk treating you?
It's doing okay so far. I'm sure it's like a time bomb in my stomach though.
Well, is the flavor good though?
Doesn't really fucking pair at all.
It doesn't what?
Doesn't pair at all.
It doesn't pair at all.
No,
okay.
There's no pair. No pairing going on.
No pairing. You're not going to be a sommelier of
you want to hear the song?
Oh, you got the toy? Yeah. I can't hear it.
Really? Shit.
I can barely hear it. It's not discernible.
They want you to have cup of milk and grapes. No, you should ask for the washing machine. You should ask Father Ted.
I could ask Father Ted. I think he would probably refer me to an Austrian brand.
I think he'd say to buy a Bosch.
Bosch.
Yeah, it's like a German brand.
I wonder if
really highly rated.
I wonder if Milwaukee sells washing machines.
I don't think so.
Probably not. Maybe I'll go industrial. I'm just gonna rob a local laundromat.
You could probably buy a secondhand one from a laundromat that would last longer than buying a new one from like Home Depot.
Yeah, and it would probably be like $500.
And it's easier to fix too.
Oh yeah, I mean those things come apart. They got screwdrivers, screws around the outside of the panels there. Like, yeah, I don't. The problem is they're all side loaders, and I don't really have a spot.
You don't want a side loader, you get a top loader.
I know, but all the laundromat ones are side loaders.
You got to go to a commercial place.
Well, so there's a really sketchy appliance. I'm not going to say the name of it, but there's a sketchy appliance shop down the street from me. That's going to be my first stop. They have constantly having a sale. So that's how you know. Why. Yeah, that's how you know it's sketchy. I'm almost convinced it's a front, but we'll see if every time I drive by it, it's closed. And maybe that's because of the hours that I'm trying to visit it. I don't know. Or that I'm driving is the hours when it would be closed. But it's one of those places where it's like, this is a front, right? This is a money laundering scheme. Like, it's got to be. So, well, I'm gonna try it. If I get killed by the Saul Goodman, you'll know what happened to me.
Saul Goodman's not a killer. He gets people to kill you.
I know. I was making. Well, I don't know this. I don't know his bald fixer's name in the universe.
Mike Ermitrout. God damn it, Grayson.
Hey, I'm just watching the show now. I'm not up on the lore.
Anyways,
also, I don't even know if they say who's the actor who plays that guy. By the way, the big nosed, big eared, bald dude, the fixer.
I can't remember his name.
He plays that character in a bunch of things.
Yeah, he's like Giancarlo Esposito. He plays the same guy in every single thing he does.
He's super typecast.
Anyways, speaking of Father Ted, I got some follow-ups here from our last couple episodes.
Top commenter. If you're the next top commenter, maybe we'll shout you out in the next episode.
So I'm still watching the body cams, and now it's a whole family activity. We all gather around my phone and watch body cams in bed.
How does your wife like the body cams?
She's not as into them as I am, but
I would have been shocked if you'd said yes.
But it's very intriguing. You know, you put these on, you never know where the story's going to go. I'm kind of getting over them, though, because it's not enough of the story for me. I want to see what happens next to the person.
Have you watched, there's a YouTube channel that I will recommend you, actually, called Audit the Audit. And they do the story. They actually, in their videos that are largely summaries of body cam interactions, They actually oftentimes they're narrated, they have like visuals and graphics and stuff, and they will oftentimes put follow-ups of like the legal outcome of
Whoa. Some of these videos are not back in the blue.
Well, most of them probably aren't back the blue.
I don't know. Unsubscribe.
Wait, are you watching these body cam videos?
I can just tell by the police? I can tell by the thumbnails right now.
Vinny, are you rooting for the cops on these videos?
Hashtag back the blue.
Oh my God. You're just saying that so that the comments don't rip us to shreds.
I don't know, but I just gotta say, when I watch these videos,
get in the comments.
They're probably a little biassed towards the police because it's their video. Get in the comments
and let us know. Are you back in the blue?
Some of these people just
so the Audit the Audit channel, they give like textual breakdowns with the quoted portions of the law or handbook for conduct that the officer is violating. If the officer is violating things, they'll say like the officer is violating this law by doing this, and the person won their court case because of this. And they'll like break it down. They'll also say if the officer did nothing wrong, they will commend the officer for their actions. The Audit is not anti-cop. They are very like middle of the road, very neutral, and they actually do give like, you know, A to F rating of officer conduct. And a lot of the time the officer conduct is A, like A, B or A plus. Like,
yeah.
They're not biased. You can say they're slightly biased, which we feel, you know, we sympathize with, but I think they have a very honest, unbiased assessment of whether the officer was in the wrong in those videos.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the videos I watched, the person always turns into a baby. And speaking of babies, I learned.
Oh yeah, the second the cuffs go on, the waterworks start.
From Father Ted that Grayson was Ferberized. You want to comment on that, Grayson?
Ferberized?
You were a Ferber baby, he said.
I was a Ferber baby?
Yeah, you were sleep trained.
Oh, good. Okay.
Congratulations.
Well, I will testify to its effectiveness then, because here I am.
Great. Everyone listening at home, here you go. It works. Look at him now.
Well-adjusted. I know how to self-soothe.
He was only 15 minutes late today, guys.
Very
podcast,
important.
So
I got talking to Randy when I was making my coffee about the search for the new washing machine. That's why I was late.
Oh, and speaking of coffee, Father Ted has a comment on that too.
Shout out top of the morning coffee.
He was talking about some beans in the comment. He's going to bring you some Austrian coffee beans.
That's nice.
When he comes to visit you in the summer.
I appreciate that. I did see his email. You know, we're planning his summer visit.
And all I gotta say is, Ted, why can't I have any beans? Why does Grayson get all the beans?
Yeah, come on. Well,
spill the beans on my end, please.
Here's the compromise, Vinny. Come on over to the house. I'll share you some beans.
It better be some good beans. If I'm driving all the way there, I gotta drive 40 minutes.
You live
45 minutes.
Less than an hour away.
I'm just saying, gas ain't free.
Get an EV and solar panels.
Electricity ain't free.
It is with solar panels.
Solar panels ain't free to buy unless you want to lease them through a sketchy company who then owns your roof or some bullshit.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I only have like 5 more years of that, though. I'm almost done.
Good for you.
And then I'm going to just buy my own because what the hell am I doing?
How's your health, Grayson?
I pay $90 a month for those solar panels, like fixed. Even if they don't do shit. It's so annoying. And it's a lease, so I don't even get to keep them. My health is pretty good, I'd say. I don't have any complaints. Because
I got to say, your cholesterol, you got to get it checked.
My LDL.
Get your cholesterol checked, yep.
LDL levels.
Your aunt and uncle, sky high cholesterol.
My aunt and uncle.
But your dad's pretty good. It's according to this comment. Your dad's pretty good. But
I believe it. My uncle
is getting up there, but hey,
he also
lost getting up there in age. So
he lost his hair. My uncle lost his hair at like 20. So I also, as you can see, I'm 31 and I have a full head of hair. And as does my dad, mostly. It's getting a little thin, but you know, he's too proud to get the hair supplement that helps your hair grow back.
Do you want to go to Turkey and get a hair transplant like everyone on Instagram does? You seen those videos?
I have seen those videos. I gotta say, Turkey is really cultivating an industry over there. They're doing a good.
Elon Musk went there, I'm pretty sure.
They're doing a good job. You know, they got results with their procedures.
It looks luxurious.
They really sell it. It looks fancy. They're turning into like the Dubai of medical tourism.
Oh wow!
Really like high quality services. You know. But you don't even have to do that. You know, Hims.com has, this is a free advertisement for Hims.com. They have male subscription hair loss treatments. With like you don't even need a prescription or anything. You can get a prescription through their in-house doctors. You do a phone consult or an internet consultation. You can get your prescription the same day. They have doctors on staff that don't need referrals. You can get it super easy.
My stomach's starting to turn a little bit.
I need the milk update because you're
milk's
still
gone.
eating it.
I
The milk is gone. You have eaten.
I ate a bunch of the grapes. I'm going to stop because.
How are you
I'm drinking
feeling?
coffee too. This is my second cup of coffee, with that also has milk in it. So.
How are you feeling? You just ate another grape. How are you feeling?
You can't just stop eating grapes. So that's the problem. Once you have one grape, you can eat the whole thing.
It's like a bag of chips.
Food. It's right in front of me. I just gotta eat it. But my stomach's feeling a little.
Feeling gurgly.
Yeah.
I have a nose hair that's tickling my nose.
That's great. I'm sure Ted will tell us about his nose hairs next. I say for next week.
I got my nose hair trimmer. I need to use it. So
let's just go.
Are you gonna die? Is your stomach flipping right now?
No, I'm gonna be so strong. I'm gonna be so brave for you.
You're so brave. I'm really proud of you for doing this experiment live on air. I did not know this was gonna happen.
I just needed to know. I still have to do cash another check from episode 10. We did
oh no,
I think it was January 1st, 2nd, 2018, where I said I was gonna eat sushi from a gas station live on air. I never did.
I've done that before.
I have to
I'll
do
that for free.
Next. Oh wow!
I'll do it with you.
Wow. Yeah, I'm a little afraid though. I don't know. I probably just buy a California roll. I don't think I could do any fish from a gas station personally.
Oh boo!
I don't think I could do it.
That's not
Grayson.
even the challenge then.
It's still sushi.
Yeah, but it's not even the fish. That's the part of the sushi that goes bad.
Well, what gas station do you go to? What's the best gas station?
7-Eleven. 7-Eleven. You gotta go to one that has the infrastructure to maybe have fresh
infrastructure.
Sushi.
7-Eleven has infrastructure. They have the guy.
They have a robust supply chain. No, they have a robust supply chain. You think Shaw's is making sushi in the back?
Yeah,
they might actually be.
I think they have a guy.
They might actually have a guy. I'm sure there's a 7-Eleven warehouse in every a couple per state. They have a guy.
You're not selling the sushi at all. Well, to me,
they throw it away. Then I don't know. Does it have an expiration date? That's the other thing. If it has an expiration date on it, don't buy it if it's expired, right? They throw it away.
I'm going to say ChatGPT is saying 7-Eleven is known for its wider array of ready-to-eat foods.
I like 7-Eleven.
The quality can be inconsistent, often resembling lower-end grocery store sushi.
During the pandemic, I would regularly use the 7-Eleven app because this was after GoPuff or whatever collapsed. The convenience store delivery app fell apart in real time. It was glorious to watch. And there was a company that stepped up and filled the market gap that GoPuff left, which was 7-Eleven. They had their 7-Eleven delivery app, and they had a partnership with Uber Eats or something, but you didn't need to use their app. You could just use the 7-Eleven app. And they would deliver 7-Eleven ready-to-eat meal products, including the sandwiches and the sushi and shit, but also the 7-Eleven hot dogs, 7-Eleven pizza, and they had these taquitos. Rolled,
this is amazing.
Tightly rolled little taco burrito things.
How's your cholesterol doing, Grace, after eating all this crap?
It was the pandemic, all right? I get a pass, okay?
So wait a second. You're saying
it was a difficult time. And they delivered pizza, and it was good pizza. It was cheap and really good. It was the cheapest pizza that you could get delivered, and it was delicious.
So wait a second. You're saying that 7-Eleven isn't the stepdad? It's the dad who stepped up?
It is the dad who stepped up.
Wow. During the pandemic, nonetheless. Wow.
They knew that there was a market gap there, and they just jumped both feet first, right into that market gap.
Good for them.
Listen, somebody's got to fill the sub $8 pizza delivery market, okay?
Oof. Let me ask you a serious question. This is a very serious question.
On,
I want a serious answer.
Okay.
If you're out in public, how do you end the conversation with a stranger who is also a 6-year-old? What do you do?
I had an answer to this until you dropped that twist at the end there.
Yeah, there's the twist.
The 6-year-old, your camera's not focused. There it is.
Yeah, see, it's thinking about it too. It's pondering it.
It's pondering. A stranger? Why are you talking to random 6-year-olds?
Whoa. Okay, so I'm painting you a picture here with my paintbrush. I'm walking my daughter, as I do pretty much daily.
Yep.
Around my neighborhood.
Leash or no leash?
We do leash right now. On the stroller, so I push the stroller ahead and I pull it back with a leash, and I'm walking down this road, and this child on a bicycle comes up to me right into my atmosphere,
and
starts asking me questions.
And if we know anything
Uninvited.
about Vinny, listeners, if we know anything about Vinny, we know that his least favorite thing is uninvited strangers trying to talk to him.
Imagine that a child. Oh my God. What do I can't.
Another layer to it, right? Now you have to talk to
child has
a
no
child.
social skills, doesn't understand what's going on.
Even worse than you.
Listen, I got a 70 on my autistic test. That's right on the line. Right on the line.
Is it?
Yes.
It's a spectrum.
Yeah, it's a very wide spectrum.
It's a wide spectrum.
And this girl rides up, demands to see my child.
The audacity, first
demands.
of all.
I have to turn the stroller, pop it open, and be like, here's my child.
All of the social norms out the window.
And then she has the gall to ask my child's name. Yeah, I see a look in your eyes.
How dare.
Yeah, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
So you told her?
Yeah, of course. And then you know what she told me? You know what she told me?
What?
She goes, I have a friend whose nickname is my daughter's name.
Wow.
Yeah.
And why does that matter to you?
Yeah. And then we just stood there looking at each other for like 10 seconds because neither of us knew how to end the conversation.
Yeah. I think that's right. I think that is right that neither of you knew how to end the conversation.
And then she just wheels away. She said, bye.
I think I would say, well, have a great rest of your day and have a good bike ride. And then I would start walking.
See? That's great. That's what I should have done.
Signature, like an email. Consider life an email.
But then I just was so I don't even know, I have words for it. I just turned on and left.
It messed up your whole day. Clearly. Yeah. You're still all torn up about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would just say, so I have a strategy because I've had this problem at conventions.
Or you talk to a lot of kids?
No, not with kids, with convention booth, exhibition booth runners, owners, whatever, like game developers who are super eager to show off their video game. We're talking about PAX East represent. Got my PAX 20th anniversary shirt on right now. So it is always this thing where you're looking at somebody's like their baby, like their game demo, their thing they've worked on for 10 years, right? And they're just like staring at you intently, like, do you like my video game?
No, it sucks.
It's hard. Especially if it sucks. It's hard to end those interactions. And I have the strategy where if they've been talking too long, or if I want to walk away, or if I'm bored and I'm not into it, I just look at them directly in the eyes and I say,
I have diarrhea. I have to go. No. Perfect.
Wow, you really cut me off there. The flow. Speaking of diarrhea. Anyway, yeah. No, I look at them like right in the eyes and I say, thank you so much. And then I walk away. Like, if you like address somebody directly and say, thank you, like firmly, they'll be like, yeah, no worries. Like, 'cause it's kind of like it's a little bit of a hack in the social brain.
Firmly. And I feel like if I did that firmly, I'd make a little girl cry.
No, my firm, not your firm, my firm.
Have a good day. Bye.
Have a good day. Bye. Goodbye. Thank you. No, you got to do my level of firm, which is like, all right, thanks. That's firm for me. So like, yeah, you do that. It kind of tricks people's brains into being like, we're done now. But like we're
done speaking.
Without saying that. It's an easier way of saying it. Relatedly to your story, though, about being accosted so rudely on the street by socially inept humans. One of the last episodes we talked about a lemonade stand on a road at a weird time or in a weird place.
Yep.
Right?
Lay it on me.
It happened. It finally happened.
Ugh.
The same
I feel so bad for you right now. Ugh.
The same road that had that bake sale that I referenced previously on it. Across the street, I was going out for an errand, driving back, and lo and behold, what do I see? It's 4:00 on a Friday, a lemonade stand charging a whole $1 for a lemonade and a red Solo cup.
That's not a bad deal.
It was a good deal. I stopped, I pulled over, me and the person I was driving with, we got out of the car.
Did you walk up and say, have a good day, and walk away?
Yeah. You got to firmly say it to them so they know that the interaction is over. No, we jumped out of the car, we robbed them, we stole all their money and drank their lemonade. No, we said the mom was there. It was like 4 children that were probably all less than 8 years old, I think. It's hard to judge child ages, but they were like all younger than 8. Their mom was there. They had a tiny, like the cutest little fake, and I think it was real, but it was like an old antique looking cash register. And I drove by it going out. And when I came back, there was a fire truck there that wasn't there the first time I drove past it. The fire truck had its, stationary.
Oh my God, they're dead.
Stationary lights on. I was like, oh no, the lemonade stand caught fire. But obviously, no, the firefighters were supporting local business. You know, they were buying some lemonade.
I want to see your business license.
Yeah,
I want to see your permit to operate this business right now.
I'm calling the cops. You're operating an unregistered business. You don't have a permit for this lemonade.
And the cop shot him. They did it.
The cops shot him. It's on body cam.
Wow.
Look forward to it in the next
video. I can't wait to back the blue on that.
Back the blue, yeah. But yeah, no, I was standing there. And it was one of those, like, I didn't expect to be having to talk to firefighters in that moment. But it was I'm buying the lemonade. The firefighters are there. They're drinking the lemonade. And I was like, the mom had to go inside and make more because the firefighters actually did drink it all. And I was standing there standing next to firefighters, like waiting for this lemonade to come back out so I could buy it the next round. And I was like, man, I have to make small talk with firefighters. I'm so awkward. I didn't prepare for this. I didn't study. I was like, yeah, this is the firefighters. They're so thirsty because they're out fighting all those fires. And they all just kind of looked at me and were like, yeah, uh-huh.
Shut the fuck up.
I was like, God damn it. Fucking, I'm being cringe and I can't stop. I could tell they were so done. They were just like not interested in talking to me at all. And I wanted to like be supportive. I wanted to be like, hey, thank you guys for your service. Or like, I don't think you should say thank you for your service to firefighters.
Why?
It just seems weird. Like,
wow.
It's like, that's something for service members, like, and maybe cops, but like, it feels, I don't know. Am I crazy? Is it weird to say leave it in the comments.
Thank you for serving our community. I don't know. Keeping our community safe.
Thank you for your service weird to say to firefighters.
I feel like
leave
firefighters are universally loved while cops are not universally loved. So
see, that's what I was thinking. It feels more appropriate to say to a firefighter because nobody would have a problem with a firefighter. They're like out there risking their lives. But I'm not going to like salute one. Cops have this weird mentality where they think they're
lemonade, Grayson. You got to give them lemonade. That's the secret.
You know how like cops will say civilian? They're civilians. They're also civilians, but they'll say,
they're peace officers.
Couple civilians out here. You're a civilian. You're not in the military. Stop pretending. Police officers pretending they're in the military.
No, they're peace officers.
Oh, they're peace officers.
That's what they say in the body cams when you assault a police officer, you're assaulting a peace officer.
Oh my God, an officer of the peace. You're a civilian. Civilian exists to distinguish non-military people from military people.
I don't know.
Military versus civilian. That's the distinction. If you're a cop, you're not in the military. Get in the comments. Get in the comments and tell us, are cops civilians? And do you say thank you for your service to a firefighter? You say it to a cop. The cops want you to...
I should buy this hanging on my office here.
You should hang that in your office. That's excellent. If you
it's really cute.
If you don't buy that, I'm gonna buy it and ship it to you.
It's so cute. I love it.
That's awesome.
It's like $5, but
for the listeners, it's a police support wreath sign, which is a piece of wood with string attached to it that says "Thank you for your service" in a cop car.
I'm gonna put googly eyes on the lights though.
If you don't buy this, I'm buying it for you.
Let's see.
It's $5.
Yeah,
that better be on the background of the next video.
We should just put it right behind me.
Put it right behind you. But yeah, I got stuck in an awkward conversation with 3 firefighters who clearly weren't interested.
Sounds like a dream come true.
Oh my God. And I was like, joking, like trying to joke it up with them. Like, not like
yuck it up with the firefighters.
Yuck it up with the firefighters. Like, am I right, brother? Like, you guys are doing a good job. I'm just kidding. It didn't land. It did not. To anyone's surprise, it didn't land.
Shocker.
Yeah. So that's the follow up. And then when they pulled away, when they like drove off, I was still waiting for the lemonade. And then they drove off and they honked the like Bwomp horn right next to my ear. It's like, you fuckers, fucking assholes.
Now you can sue the city. It's perfect. There you go.
Yeah, I'll sue them for emotional damage because the
emotional distress just caught you off guard and you have PTSD walking around the house and you have hearing damage. There's a lot going on.
It did hurt I'm not gonna lie, it hurt my ear a little bit.
There you go. Go get tested.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to prove anything. And it's not worth it. Hey, I support our firefighters. I support the troops, fire troops.
Thank God. You said that. I was really concerned for a while.
I support them.
I never thought that. You know how parents take their kid and just launch them into the air and then catch them?
Oh yeah, I would do that. I
never thought I'd be the dad who does that. He'd be like, I'm never gonna do that ever.
Are you worried?
That they're gonna hit the ground? Yes.
Do you know how to catch? Like,
yeah, but I'm just worried they move in the air and then they just like, oh, trajectory change. Anyways, I don't know what is holding baby. I just want to throw him in the air. I just launch the kid up. They laugh. They come back down. You keep doing it.
So you do it.
I do it all the time.
Haven't dropped them yet.
I love it. I love throwing kids.
Yet. One day, somebody's going to call your name from across the room. Vinny! You'll be like, huh? Now you got a kid landing on you. Dirty diaper right to the forehead.
Hope it's a firefighter who called my name.
Okay.
I don't know. Trying to tie it all together.
Oh, no. Yeah. Wow. So how's your tummy feeling? I mean, I think I need the milk update here.
Fine.
That's a lot of citric acid and milk.
Surviving. I'm doing it.
Or maybe it's not citric acid.
I don't feel any. I feel great. It's like $1,000.
There's no citric acid in grapes. There's some kind of fruit acid, though, maybe.
I enjoyed it.
Well, this is
go to
riveting stuff. Update as well. I did watch Brave New Bird.
Oh, great. Brave New Bird, huh? Is that what you're calling it?
Yeah, Captain America, Brave New Bird. Listen, Harrison Ford can act. He can act like no one else.
I think he was miscast. That's my hot take.
The man is committed to his industry, his trade, his craft.
He's too old. They shouldn't have cast him. He's too old. They only did it for the name. I
think that's right, but I also think he's an incredible actor who killed it in that role. And I think that there was, if I'm giving them all the benefit of the doubt, maybe there was a little bit of a social commentary on octogenarians in the presidency.
I just think they wanted to cast Harrison Ford.
Well, he looked geriatric, and I think that there's a good chance that was intentional as like a,
yeah,
we shouldn't have people this old running the country kind of a comment.
No.
You think about it, this movie was like written and produced in like final production when Biden was president.
Yeah. So I wrote in preparation of this, I wrote a little blurb here about Brave New World because
did you write it or did the machine write it?
I wrote this.
Okay.
And it helped me organize it because I was all over the place in my thoughts because my thoughts are all over the place.
Yeah, the machine helped you, huh?
It's this movie it sucked.
It was all over the place.
It sucked.
I didn't like the parts with the raft. I didn't like the parts with the rose garden, the weird references to Betty, the cherry blossom thing. It was kind of weird. The writing was awful. It was like writer's strike bad.
It's an ugly, confused mess that feels more like an Incredible Hulk sequel without the Hulk than a true Captain America movie. Like, I understand it was reshot and it was changed in post or whatever you want to do, but like, my God, what the fuck was the plan for this movie? Like, the adamantium plotline, boring as shit. I do not care about that. I do not care.
Did they only put the adamantium in to prepare for Wolverine?
100%. It's 100% because they wanted to get the mutants ready, I guess. And it's like, oh, adamantium, that's different. Let's put that in.
To have adamantium to have Wolverine because he has adamantium claws.
Like, Sam Wilson, not a super soldier, doesn't want to be a super soldier.
Yeah.
But in this fucking movie, he does things that no normal human would survive.
Oh, yeah. He's like landing.
That first land he does.
He's doing a superhero landing at supersonic speed.
And it doesn't break his legs.
He would be a puddle of jello
and
on the ground.
Like, the vibranium suit doesn't add up there because it just looks like it's a fabric. It's not an actual suit. He's not wearing an Iron Man suit.
And also, it's only the wings. I'm so sick of it. You're right about the nanotech. I'm sick of the nanotech.
And it's my next line. It's like, I'm tired of the nano goop costume. Yeah. All of it. The helmets are so stupid. I can't handle it.
It's not like they needed like budget for it or some like design because his partner has a normal helmet.
Every Marvel property now does the goop.
But his partner has a normal helmet, so
I thought he had a goop helmet too.
No, the one who's training to be
Falcon,
the Falcon, he has a normal helmet that he takes on and puts on, like it's on and takes off. So they could have gave him the normal helmet too.
And I'm sorry, what happened between? Like, I'm going to tie this in now because I feel that Falcon the Winter Soldier, the 2020 MCU show on Disney Plus,
it was such a mistake having him not take the serum.
That should have been the movie this came out for this, not this Brave New World of shit.
And they did make I don't know, they made this weird point in Brave New Bird about him not taking the serum. They should have made him take the serum. Was that a writer's note?
That's my next line here. He should have.
Was that a writer's note that they left in the script?
Like, he should have taken it. He should have gotten the serum from Isaiah Bradley's blood to tie everything together.
What are you doing?
Make him a super soldier.
Oh my God, it was so annoying.
It just drives me nuts.
If all you're good for is being a floaty bird person, stop being in hand-to-hand fighting then.
I just don't understand. It breaks my brain watching this movie. I was like, what the fuck?
It doesn't make any sense.
How does he throw the shield like that? How can any normal person do the shield?
The argument that Captain America can throw the shield like that is that the serum altered his brain and gave him a supercomputer in his head that can calculate the trajectory before he throws it. But Sam is just throwing it at any fucking angle, and it's always returning to him. That doesn't work. That's not how the shield works. You have to have the smarts to do it. Captain America in the comics is a master tactician. He's extremely good at chess. He's the best tactician in the MCU or in the Marvel comic universe. He can he's captain of the team because his brain is good for strategy. That's the whole point. Iron Man's good at building technology. Captain America Steve Rogers is good at tactics. He's a general. He can move pawns around. He's good at chess in the comics.
In the comics, he doesn't take the serum either.
Well, he's not I don't know.
In the comics, he is Captain America.
I know, but he shouldn't be. He's not Captain America. Captain America's Captain America. It's stupid.
But I just and the leader he looked so stupid.
And also, I think the point of Sam being Captain America in the comics is to demonstrate that he's not Steve Rogers.
Is that sure about that?
His destiny in the comics as Captain America isn't to be a better Cap than Cap. At best, he's worse than Cap. To demonstrate that they miss him. It serves a narrative purpose to be a period of mourning. Because he's inferior. He's not as good. So many bad choices were made in this movie.
The leader? What'd you think of the leader's look?
The leader, Giancarlo Esposito, or the brain guy?
The leader. The brain guy's called the leader.
Oh, he's called the leader? The whole movie, I was confused. I didn't look into this before I watched it. I thought it was going to be Taskmaster the whole time.
What?
I thought it was going to be Taskmaster. I know. I thought he was going to be back or something. Or she. I thought it was going to be Taskmaster again.
See, that would have worked too. But
because it's the brain calculate, you're doing, you can see probabilities and shit, right? That's Taskmaster's thing, I thought.
I think, just muscle memory.
Oh, you're right. It was muscle memory.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
See,
oh my God,
I
Grayson.
can't keep up.
Oh my
I can't
God,
keep
Grayson.
up.
It's insulting to the MCU
oh
right
my
now.
God. I'm good. I want them to be insulted. I want to insult the MCU.
What the concept they did a makeup test on him before they made the movie. I'm trying to find the picture.
Yeah, what's that actor? What else is he in? The leader,
Blake Nelson. He's in a lot of shit.
Yeah, he's in everything, right?
Yeah, he's in the Incredible Hulk. Remember that movie, 2008?
Was it the same actor that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they did bring him back. I was wondering if it was the same one because I remember that scene in the Incredible Hulk where he's left behind in the lab and he injects himself. And instead of getting strong, he gets brain big.
No, he gets cut in his head, and Bruce's blood
drips on
into
his head. Right.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the picture of Mr. Big Head here because they did a makeup test with how he looks in the comics. Let's see if I can pull it up here. Come on.
I remember how he looked in the end of Incredible Hulk, and it does not look like what he looks like in Brave New Bird.
This is how he's supposed to look in the comics. He's got a big old head, a big old noggin.
That looks better.
It does. Then whatever they did to his cranium with the ripples. I don't know what you want to call it.
Have you been watching Invincible?
Yes.
He looks like the multiverse guy from Invincible in the movie.
Oh yeah. He does.
Just you can see the brain. You can see the brains poking through his skull.
So does that mean if I just bop him on the head, he's gonna get brain damage?
Yeah, it would. Bad design. You should have a skull still. No one wants to see that. Just make his head bigger. Like MODOK.
Quantumania was a mess, man. Oh my God.
I still haven't seen Quantumania.
Don't.
I probably won't.
I
don't think I'm gonna.
The MCU wants us to believe that Kang now, I don't know if they got changes for Doomsday, but they want us to believe that Ant-Man stopped Kang in that movie. With fucking ants.
Yeah,
in the quantum realm, and that's how they beat Kang.
Yeah.
Even though the post-credit shows the Council of Kangs.
That's never explained, is it?
So they think they're just going to have in Doomsday have Dr. Doom kill all the Kangs because he's so smart.
I'm excited to see Robert Downey Jr. back, though. I think they're going to try to have him unmasked for most of the movie. So they don't waste their budget.
Of course, they're paying them that money. They're going to have that mask off.
Although in in Iron Man, they did the thing, too, where he was wearing the Iron Man mask, but they had him with the screens in front of his face for the recording.
Maybe they'll do that. They'll do that.
Maybe they'll go inside the helmet with him.
Ooh! I can't wait to go into the helmet with Doctor. We just hit the 6th anniversary of Endgame.
Oh my God, that's
6
crazy.
years.
That's crazy. Man, that movie was so good.
Like the MCU feels like that was like the definitive ending
Yeah,
of
it
the
was.
MCU, and then the epilogue.
What about Phase 5 now?
I don't even know. The epilogue to the MCU was like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Oh,
Like,
you know what? I haven't even seen that actually.
Mike Grayson.
I liked 1 and 2. I never saw
I
Volume
can't believe
3.
you didn't watch 3.
Yeah, I know. Forgot about it, I guess.
Like,
Should go back and watch it.
Probably the last MCU movie where you get like a director who's actually directing, like calling the shots. Because a lot of Marvel properties are like, before they even pick a director, it's already planned out how it's going to go.
Yeah, I don't know. Kevin Feige he had a really good vision for the overarching story for a long time.
Look,
I think he was a nerd. He was a fan of the original content enough that it.
I mean, a lot of shit happened out of his control. COVID hit.
The writer's strike.
The writer's strike. The Disney CEO at the time demanded more Marvel shows on Disney Plus, which weakened the brand.
Yeah.
And then Jonathan Majors having like domestic issues and going to court and stuff like that. He didn't plan for that, which sucks because Jonathan Majors is a good actor.
He was good. I really liked him in Multiverse of Madness. No,
he wasn't in Multiverse of
Loki.
Madness.
Sorry, Jesus. Loki. It's the same fucking multiverse thing in both of those.
Like, but yeah,
I really liked Loki season 2 though. Loki season 2 was awesome.
I feel like it should have been a movie. I don't know.
It would have been a really long movie. I think you're right.
You could have done it in 3 hours, and under 3 hours. I think you could have done it.
They could have done it in 3. There was a lot of filler.
Very straightforward for that season. So
yeah, I think they could have cut out the World's Fair thing. They could have cut out all the World's Fair stuff and just had it be more about, you know, like a 10-minute sequence at the McDonald's instead of the whole like episode they spend there. Yeah, they could have absolutely cut that down. I really liked the amount of time we spend with is it Ouroboros in that show?
Is that
the guy who you find him at the university in the warehouse? He's in a warehouse.
The guy who I can't remember his name. The guy from Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah, that guy.
Okay, yeah.
He's in the basement of. He's the one who invented the machine, the knitting machine.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing him here. Yeah, this guy.
Right? Is that right?
I only watched it once. I don't remember it all.
I don't know. I don't remember. But there was a cool nerd guy. He's like, you know, Loki's like snapping between dimensions, and he's in the basement.
Time slipping. He's
time slipping. Yeah.
Grayson, come on.
You're
killing me here.
The unraveling effect in that was really cool. Yeah. Ouroboros. I love him. Download your free PDF viewer. How do you not have an ad blocker?
Didn't Chrome get rid of those?
You're still using Chrome?
Yeah.
Well, you can get uBlock.
I'm afraid to change.
You can get, if you didn't have it still, you might still be able to get uBlock Origin, but you can also go into your like Wi-Fi settings and use a DNS that blocks ads.
Oh.
For free. Or you can get a Pi-hole.
Well.
And put it between your router and modem. I'll hook you up.
Okay. Can't wait.
Block you for ads. Just buy internet premium. Then you don't have ads on your internet.
Oh yeah, let me just sign up for that.
It's $50 a month extra for the internet to have no ads.
Perfect.
They should do that. They should invent a
Don't
tier
give them any
of the
ideas.
internet.
Stop giving them ideas.
I'm gonna do it. I don't like ads. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna invent internet premium. It just works with Google AdSense. You pay them like $50 a month or whatever. And instead of showing you the ads, they just pay that money. You pay them the money to Google instead, and you're buying ads to Google, and they only show you kittens or something. I think there was an extension at one point that replaced banner ads with pictures of kittens. Probably
sounds familiar. It sounds familiar.
It does. It's taken down by Google because the browser Chrome is owned by the same company that wants to show you the ads, Google. Maybe there's a conflict of interest there. Maybe uBlock Origin and AdBlock Plus getting taken off of the Chrome store. Maybe that was a corrupt decision by a company that controls the internet. And maybe Google shouldn't own Chrome, an open source browser based on an open source thing called Chromium.
My head is exploding, Grayson.
There's a lawsuit for this right now. And I think Oracle wants to buy Chrome, or Epic Games wants to buy Chrome or something from Google. They have a monopoly on the internet. It's not good. The fact that they can take down ad blockers off of the browser that they own because they're the ones also selling you ads, that's wrong. That shouldn't be allowed. You know what still allows you to download uBlock and AdBlock is
what?
Edge, Microsoft Edge.
Oh.
You can still use them in that. The one time Microsoft is a good guy. Did you see Microsoft surpassed Apple in value?
Not surprised. Can I say one thing about Google have a monopoly?
Yeah, I'm ranting over here. Help me out.
You know what happens in Monopoly though sometimes? You know what happens in Monopoly sometimes? People go to
You go to jail. Oh,
explosions. Boom, got him. Straight to jail, Google.
That was
goodbye.
Great. You know, if only they didn't have a get out of jail free card though.
Oh shit. Those things cost thousands, millions.
Another Monopoly reference. Oh yeah, you mean like the Google CEO being at Trump's inauguration with him? Being on the stage at Trump's inauguration?
I wonder why.
Yeah, they're just friends.
They go way back.
Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Tim Cook. Just being on stage, real casual.
The ring.
Yeah. You gotta
Bend
pay
the knee.
You gotta pay fealty to the king. Trump said he was king after he like tried to ban the surge pricing in Manhattan, didn't he? I'm pretty sure I didn't.
I don't know.
I didn't imagine that, but I think I tried to repress it. Called himself king after that. It's crazy.
Speaking of Trump, did you watch the NFL draft the last 3 days?
No, I don't care about sports anymore now that I didn't win fantasy football the one time I played.
You're the biggest NFL fan I know. You are a fanatic. Yeah. And you didn't watch the draft?
I didn't watch the draft. Did you watch the combine?
No, that's boring as fuck. I don't give a shit about the combine.
Fake fan. You didn't even watch the combine? I watched the combine.
I'll watch them when they play in the NFL, okay?
This is my react face for the thumbnail.
Yeah, I watched it. I watched the NFL draft.
What was the draft like? Was there any news?
Was there any news? Well, they drafted like a bunch of players.
At one point in my past, I must have told Google that I'm interested in football. So now I get like little article recommendations sometimes that are like, this person got drafted, this person second round. But I'm like, I've never once opened one of these recommendations. So I don't know why they keep serving them to me.
I'm going to beat a dead horse here because it's already been beaten the past like 3 days.
Go for it.
The NFL draft. Quarterback in Colorado, Shedeur Sanders, whose dad is Deion Sanders, was like a legendary football player in like the 90s. He was his coach. So Shedeur Sanders, he was drafted.
He coached his own son?
He coached his own son his entire career. He even coached in college. Anyways, he was projected by ESPN and all like the talking heads to go very early in the first round. Did not go in the first round. Did not get drafted till the 4th round or 5th round. I think it was the 4th round. Everyone's like, oh my God, how can this happen? The problem was this kid, he was super arrogant, thought he was hot shit, and went into interviews with the teams with that attitude. And like everyone's surprised now that he didn't get drafted in the first round. If your performance is not, if you can't back up your performance, the distraction's not worth it. That's why he didn't get drafted to the 4th round.
Yeah.
There's no collusion going on in the NFL, nothing like that. The teams that needed a quarterback didn't want him to deal with him.
Yeah,
he's
a prima donna.
Yeah. But his dad has raised him on like, you're the best, you're the best, you're the best.
It's not worth the money.
Instilled that into his personality, and it's like, now he was drafted 4th. You better be hot shit in the Browns.
Yeah,
because he was having a draft party because he was supposed to get drafted in the first round. Like they made a custom like tent. It was streaming on Twitch. He was like, "I'll be like, I'm legendary." Yada. Nope, didn't go that first night, and then somebody prank called him the second night. It was kind of hilarious.
That's humiliating.
Yeah, and I hope it humbles him to the point where it's like, oh, maybe I need to rethink how I'm acting. But
I guarantee that will not be the outcome he takes away from it.
I'm sure he'll be thinking collusion.
You hate to see it, honestly.
Helicopter parents. Every kid gets a trophy. There you go.
Fucking yeah.
Fucking boomers.
Reminds me of the complaints that boomers and Gen Xers have about millennials and Gen Zers. As if they're not the people who raised us? You guys are so entitled. Whose fault is that?
Yeah.
Helicopter parent generation. It's your fault. You raised us. What are you complaining about? Do a better job raising us.
Yeah.
That's my fucking cold take of the day.
Ooh,
Jesus.
Yeah, Father Ted.
I'm just kidding, Dad. I love you. You did a good job raising me. No, I obviously, that sleep training, it paid off, right?
Yeah, it worked out.
I'm a good person.
Gotta Ferberize the babies.
You gotta Ferberize the babies. Put a little hair in your chest. All right? Grow a backbone.
Yeah.
Go to bed early, wake up early. Drink milk and grapes. Hurt your stomach on purpose.
Yeah, be a man.
Be a man. Just
So simple.
Just get a job. You gotta walk into the office with your resume in your hand and ask for a job, and don't cry when they say no. We don't do it like that anymore.
Yeah, Grayson. Be a man.
Working food again.
I also watched.
You gotta get that soundboard back up and running.
It's too hard in Riverside to get it to work, so it's.
Oh, really?
We'll see when I can fuck with it.
Otherwise,
watched
you won't be able
Daredevil
to hear
Born
me in
Again.
your ear.
Have you watched that yet?
What?
Daredevil Born Again?
No, I haven't.
I don't recommend it.
You don't recommend it?
No.
Did you see not Ving Rhames crush somebody's head like a grape?
I did see that scene.
What's his name, the new Kingpin? The actor's name.
The actor?
The non-Ving Rhames Kingpin.
Well, Ving Rhames was never the Kingpin.
Oh, sweet summer child. Ving Rhames was Kingpin in the Ben Affleck Daredevil in 2006.
Oh, was he? Oh, let's pull it up. Let's cash this check. Let's cash the check.
If I'm wrong, I'm going to be really embarrassed.
Let's cash this check, huh? What was that, 2000? I think it was 2003.
2003, yeah.
It's out in theaters. Let's pull this up here.
Is it not Ving Rhames? I'm pretty sure it's Ving Rhames.
Hey, one of us is going to be right, one of us is going to be wrong.
Do you think you know who it is?
I know who it is. I saw it in theaters.
Fuck. God damn it. Is it Ving Rhames? I feel you're stalling because I'm right.
Is that Ving Rhames?
Damn it. No, it's
Is that
not
fucking
Ving
Ving Rhames? That is
No.
Michael Clark the late Michael Clark Duncan.
Michael Clark Duncan. Fuck.
Wow. What's it like to be wrong?
I think I was just confusing Pulp Fiction and Daredevil 2003.
Oh yeah, it happens all. It happens to the best of us. I always confuse Quentin Tarantino for this. I get you. I
don't. That's so awkward.
Wait, is that Samuel L. Jackson? Is that Mace Windu?
It's Mace Windu. Michael Clark. The non-Michael Clark Duncan Kingpin.
He looks fucking jacked in this movie. Holy shit.
Michael Clark Duncan?
Oh my, he is jacked in O3 Daredevil.
He's incredible.
It almost looks fake. Like it's a muscle suit, but it's
it's real. No, he's amazing.
It's a shame he died because I could have seen him. They're bringing him back at some point.
Well, how did he die? That must have been young.
Yeah. Michael. I think he died in like 2011, 2012. He was 6'5". Let's see.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah, that's the new Kingpin. Full Metal Jacket.
That's his name. Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Had a heart attack.
Whoa. How did I never put that together?
I don't know. Your battle faces.
Crazy.
That's the problem.
He bulked up. That's how. He grew up.
Yeah.
Wait, how did he die? A heart attack? Okay.
Yeah. The big guy.
Wow. Vincent D'Onofrio. Full Metal Jacket. And now he's Kingpin. Yeah. And he squishes a man's head like a grape.
He does. His head pops and the jaw pops. So
gets the jaw
Daredevil
out.
Born Again. They started making it. They made a bunch of episodes, and like Kevin Feige and the guy who plays Daredevil and the guy who plays Kingpin were like, "What is this? This is not good." They're making
the second show or the first show?
The first show, Born Again.
Yeah.
As they're making the episodes, they're just
of Born Again or the first show?
Born Again. I'm only talking Born Again.
Oh, okay.
They're making this, and they're like, "What is this? It's like a legal drama. There's not much Daredevil in it. He doesn't put the suit on." So Marvel fired the original showrunners, and then they came in with new showrunners. The guys who made Loki came in. They redid the first episode. They changed some scenes in episodes 2 through 7, and then they did episodes 8 through 9 themselves. There's a very stark difference in these episodes. And like the middle episodes are just so fucking boring. Oh my god.
You know who what show I really liked that I think got underappreciated was Jessica Jones.
I watched the first season of that when it came out. I thought it was fine. Then I kind of lost interest. I kind of lost interest with the Marvel shows together on Netflix.
I really liked Jessica Jones because it was halfway between like legal drama or like PI drama.
I just think there's too many episodes. It's the
And
Netflix shows
and
had
like
to be 13
a
episodes a
brawler.
season, and it was too much.
It was a good show. I liked it.
And then the Defenders, fucking dragon in New York City. It's just a bunch of bones.
I wasn't against the dragon plot line. I think it was.
They want to live forever.
I didn't hate it. I don't
know. The problem is these shows now, like it's Daredevil, Born Again, especially. It's like they exist in the wider MCU. He was in Spider-Man, whatever the last one was. I can't remember the name of it. But like
No Way Home.
Yeah, he was in that. But now in Born Again, they have like these like other vigilantes that aren't really part of the MCU. They kind of shoehorn them in, but like,
yeah,
if what happens in that show if that's what happens in that show's finale, especially happened in the real MCU, like, believe me, Spider-Man would fucking be there.
Well, because Spider-Man is like, I think people forget how big Manhattan is. Spider-Man handles downtown.
Can I spoil this show for you? Can I spoil Born Again for you? Because like,
I guess, but Spider-Man handles downtown Manhattan and Midtown.
I can hit the plot beats right now on this show.
He's all the way up in Harlem.
Listen to this. Okay, so Born Again, the
Hell's
whole idea
Kitchen.
of Born Again is Daredevil loses a friend, stops being Daredevil for like a year. In that
Foggy.
year, yes, I didn't want to say it.
No, I know.
Yes.
I knew that already.
Spoilers, and gives up being Daredevil. In that meantime, Fisk is released from prison. His wife, Vanessa, is taking over his criminal empire. He says, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to be a good guy now. Blah, 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 blah. Runs for mayor, wins the mayor of New York City. Slowly builds up his own little private police force who are anti-vigilante. And then he declares martial law on all of New York City, shuts off all the power to the city, and declares vigilantes illegal. If that really happened, Doctor Strange is in New York, right? Spider-Man's in New York. Daredevil's in New York. But it's only Daredevil and a bunch of, like, good police.
I think
we're going to fight back.
Well, Iron Man's dead, but Avengers Tower was also in New York.
It's just a problem. It's like the wider MCU exists, so it's really hard for me. It's like the disbelief of a fucking comic book show.
Yeah, because Spider-Man would be all over that shit. Well, actually, no, he wouldn't. There is a reason why he wouldn't, because right now he's incognito, and people forgot him.
But Spider-Man still exists. People forgot who Peter Parker was.
I think Spider-Man technically exists, but isn't Peter Parker in college now or something?
He lives in New York City. It doesn't matter. In the end of No Way Home, it shows him put on his new homemade suit.
Yeah, because everybody forgot him. Tony Stark is dead. There's no one to give him a suit. Well, he had the fabricator. He had the fabricator.
He has his own suit. He made his own suit. They made a big deal of showing him sewing the suit.
Yeah. He had his own, his little fabricator thing. He could have made a tech suit again.
But I'm just saying. It was just like, come on. And they're going to make another season of this.
He's like a genius. Coming out. He's a genius, too.
Yeah, he's a smart kid. He ate his grapes and milk growing up. He's smart.
He ate his grapes and milk. Well, yeah. There you go. Next time on Slightly Biased, maybe we'll talk about Threads finally.
You gonna watch it?
I was planning on it. I didn't get to it yet.
I'd have to rewatch it. It's so depressing. Fuck.
Maybe I'll watch something. What should I watch for next week?
I don't know. I gotta look at my letterbox.
What's on my?
What do you feel in there, pal?
So last night we actually watched Back to the Future.
For the first time?
No, not for the first time.
I don't know with you kids.
No, I love Back to the Future. It's a rewatch. We rewatched. I'd recently seen part 1, so I watched part 2 and part 3. I might watch Stone Cold.
Ooh, it's so good. Ooh,
I'm kind of into that era. I'm always into that era, but I wanted to watch The Monkey. We needed to watch The Substance still.
I haven't watched it. It's like 2.5 hours, 3 hours long.
I don't know, but I
think it is long. That's why I didn't watch it, because it was too long for me. I couldn't commit to it.
The people in the house with me want to watch it, so I might end up watching The Substance.
Stone Cold's really good. Oof.
It looks good. I would watch
Brian
that.
Bosworth's in it. He was in the NFL for the
Really?
Seahawks. Yeah.
Okay.
He hurt his shoulder at some point and he got out of the NFL because his performance death, and he's like, I'm going to be an actor now.
Wow.
And let me tell you, he can act.
He can?
He can act as a tough guy.
Can he act like an actor? Can he pretend he's an actor?
Yeah. He can do it.
If I didn't watch that, oh yeah, so we got...
I don't know what you want to watch.
Well, yeah. I'll either watch The Substance or The Monkey or
The Monkey stinks.
Not The Monkey then, probably. What was another good film what was the last film that you watched that you recommend?
Oh boy, where's my diary? How do you go diary?
I'm looking at 80s or 90s.
Yeah. Looking at the wrong place then.
Yeah, I guess.
I gotta pause for a second.
Maybe Vivarium?
Pausing is unavailable when you can do it. Stop sharing. I gotta pause for 1 second. All right, I'm back.
Okay.
Great. I mean, what are you feeling like? I mean, my preference is definitely more 70s than.
I'm feeling like a 70s movie that I haven't seen yet.
70s movie that you haven't seen yet. Decade 70s. Grayson, what genre are you looking at here?
I'm looking for like maybe like a Cold War action movie.
Cold War action.
Something like a Red Dawn or
in the 70s. I don't think was the Cold War like a big movie getter in the 70s. I feel like it's more the 80s.
Mainly the 80s, yeah. But it was a thing in the 70s. I think Red Dawn is a 70s movie.
No, it's 80s, Grayson.
Is this 80s?
84, 85, okay. Yeah, because it's early Swayze.
Okay. I do like early Swayze.
I mean, these are a lot. The 70s are so different than the 80s when it comes to movies.
Yeah.
So different.
Oh, we didn't even. I forgot to mention the other big news. I bought a 3D printer.
That's great.
So now I'm 3D printing
a new washer lid.
I could. No, I wouldn't. It'd be too big to 3D print that, and it wouldn't have the structural strength of like a plate of polyurethane or a polycarbonate or whatever, plexiglass. No, I bought it for cosplaying stuff to print out some cosplay components for a housemate.
Let's see. Did you watch The Hitcher? Did you ever watch that?
I didn't end up watching The Hitcher. That was the one that you thought had really good. That's what had the
existential
really good,
dread.
The sweeping views, or was that
I'm just gonna share my screen. I'll show you. Letterboxd is like a solid shot of the movie. Like, look at that shot. Look at that shot, Grayson.
Yes, yeah. This was the one.
Oh my god,
you posted these before. There was shots of like the desert with a car driving through it and stuff.
So it's just like so. You should watch this.
Really good static shots, right?
Yeah. It's on. I don't even think it's that long.
Yeah, I'll watch this. I'll watch this. Easy.
Good stuff.
Easy watch.
98. Oh, so good. Like the 80s are so good for just like that action genre.
Yeah.
They do it so well. Like the 70s, like they were just like, I don't know, grit. This one was just like fucking spectacle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Red Dawn 84. There it is, bud.
Okay. Yeah. I really like Red Dawn. I recently watched
Have you ever watched Commando?
Oh no, I don't think I have watched Commando.
Commando is that. It's like Far Cry the movie.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna watch this. Hell yeah.
It's 90 minutes. It's like Arnold like at the post Terminator coming into his own. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch
Look
this.
Look at his name. John Matrix.
John Matrix. Get out of here. Absolutely.
So good. You ever watch Southern Comfort?
No, I haven't seen that one.
I don't think it's like a great movie, but man, it's like a National Guard troop going on like a train exercise in like the bayous of Louisiana and fucking with the locals.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the locals fuck back. Like if you watch anything with Walter Hill directed this, have you ever seen The Warriors?
I actually haven't seen Warriors.
He directed The Warriors. Like,
yeah.
Very good.
Okay.
People shit on the director's cut. I like the director's cut.
Of The Warriors?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would watch.
It's the first version I saw of The Warriors was director's cut, so it's like that's the one I like.
I really need to watch The Warriors. It's so. I do really like Escape from LA and Escape from New York, so I feel like that's similar.
Yeah, it's very gritty New York City. Like,
you said you've seen Big Trouble in Little China, right?
Yeah.
That's also one of my favorite movies.
It's a good one.
It's really good.
I am amazed at Hollywood's restraint not to remake that with Chris Pratt. I can't believe they haven't done it yet. It feels like a Hollywood remake just waiting to be made by Netflix or some bullshit.
I don't think they should ever remake that. There's some movies that the quality of them is just so good, that they shouldn't remake them. Like movies like where that's all practical effects. I mean, a little bit of it is they could never make this now kind of a thing. Yeah. They couldn't make it these days. But a lot of it is also like the practical effects, the Cronenbergian-ness of it. I feel like Cronenberg was probably at least an inspiration in Big Trouble in Little China. If not,
really, Cronenberg?
Yeah, there's a lot of rubbery practical effects that are kind of body horror adjacent in Big Trouble in Little China.
I haven't seen a lot of Cronenberg. I've seen, I think he made Rabid, right? Did he make Rabid? One of his first movies about a girl who gets like a virus that spreads almost like Cronenberg.
Yeah, I mean his first one was The Fly, I think.
Dude, you're so off. The Fly is like mid '80s.
Oh, it wasn't his first. Oh,
Rabid. I don't know if Rabid was
that
his
earlier?
first, but that came out in the '70s.
Okay. I just thought it was one of his first. I could obviously
he's directed a lot.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Where's his filmography? Yeah, so he's made so much shit, so many movies.
Oh, I mean,
yeah, the Fly was '86.
Not even counting movies he didn't make, but he was a set coordinator for many of them. I don't think he didn't direct The Thing, if I'm correct.
No, that's John Carpenter.
Yeah, John Carpenter. So because Cronenberg did all of the prop and set design for The Thing, but he wasn't a director.
No, he did. He's not. No, he didn't.
Cronenberg.
Cronenberg sure didn't.
Then it wasn't. If it wasn't Cronenberg, it was like his disciple, his apprentice.
I think you're mixing up people right now.
Are you telling me that Cronenberg didn't do the prop design for The Thing?
I'm like 90% sure.
Can you Google it?
I am. I'm looking it up.
I would be shocked.
Yeah, he didn't.
Who did?
Is it Stan Winston? Yeah, Stan Winston did all like.
Oh my god, was he at least like the apprentice of Cronenberg or something?
No.
So embarrassed right now.
Yeah, he should be.
Oh, god, it's humiliating.
Straight to jail. Monopoly rules. Straight
humiliating.
To jail.
I'll never recover.
But John Carpenter, I can talk about him for a second. Like
I love John Carpenter.
His filmography, like
he's a legend.
Where is this fucking? I need his filmography. His second movie, Assault on Precinct 13. You ever seen that?
No.
It's this really gritty, like gang attacks a small police precinct. It's almost like
I've heard of it. Yeah,
feels like a zombie movie.
Yeah,
how they make it like
right,
so good and so direct to the point.
I have heard of that one. Yeah,
like they remade it with Ethan Hawke and Lawrence Fishburne, but man, no, not even close.
No, yeah,
didn't even touch it.
I've definitely heard of that. Yeah, man, his filmography is just absolutely legendary.
Holy shit! He hasn't made a movie in 15 years.
He's still alive.
Yeah, Wes Craven's dead.
Yeah, R.I.P. for Wes Craven. Obviously, a genius, a visionary mind. I'm not surprised that he's not making movies. I thought if he wasn't retired, I would be shocked.
Yeah, he's 77 years old. So
yeah, he's got to be retired. There's no way.
He kind of lost his touch, I think, at a certain point. You stay at the dance too long sometimes.
Yeah,
time to go home.
Do you think how many more do you think Tarantino has in him? He's got to be done.
He says he's one more in him. One more.
He has said he has one more in him.
That's why
he
was making another movie called The Critic. He was planning on making The Critic, and he was like, you know what? I don't want this to be my final film. I want to make something else. It's like, dude, you set this number that you want to do 10 and call it quits.
He has said he had one more in him for years.
Yes, but he hasn't made anything yet because he knows this is his last one. He said it so many times.
He doesn't want any movie to be his last movie. He doesn't want to stop.
Like, bro, just make movies. No one's gonna sit here and be like, "Oh, he made 11 movies.
Too many. You should have stopped at 10." No, just make more. They all do well, and your mind is a genius. Like
I don't know what he said. I think one of the reasons is he wanted to wait until his son was older to be on set with him.
He wants to be
so
chased.
It's like memories of being on a set with his father. We had made a movie. It's like, man, just make movies. Stop bottling yourself up.
People are obsessed with their legacy out here.
I don't think making 2 more movies would ruin his legacy.
I know. I think that's what he's thinking, though. I think he's obsessed with it to the point.
Stay around too long.
Yeah, and he's mostly right. People either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become a bad director, right?
Yeah, for real.
He would rather die than make a bad movie.
Just like Wes Anderson making too many movies.
I think Wes Anderson breaks that, though. I think all of
can't.
I know you don't like his late stuff.
It's the stylist. Everything. It's just like
that's why he's distinctive because he has a distinctive style.
It's sniffing his tone to farts too much.
You think Tarantino's not sniffing his own farts?
No, he's sniffing someone's feet.
He's sniffing someone's feet.
Yeah, he likes the feet shots.
He loves the foot shots. What a freak! Direct.
You should watch. You should watch.
What should I watch?
You should watch Sideways.
What's Sideways?
2004. It's about 2 guys going on a wine trip in Napa. Wine country, I think.
Wine country.
It's like it's great. Made by Alexander Payne.
It's the Catalina wine mixer, Vinny.
Yeah. Have you seen Swingers?
I don't know that I have, actually.
It feels like almost like a spiritual sequel to Swingers, almost.
Okay.
Swingers is great, but a guy who's like can't get over a breakup, but his friends are like, "Come on, man, you can get over her. You can do it.
You can get over it. You got to move on. You got to move forward.
You're so money, man. You're so money.
You can't
even know it. That's the line of the movie.
You can't live in the past.
Written by Jon Favreau, starring Jon Favreau.
He writes and stars. Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, written and starred but not directed?
No, Doug Liman directed it.
Oh, interesting. That does track for something that he would be in. It feels very like Spring Breaky, and I think Favreau likes that kind of.
It was like his first like let's say his first major picture.
Wow.
Yeah.
First major picture, you say? Yeah. I mean, Favreau has a pretty good career. It's very junk food, though. You know, he's like a junk food of a director.
I think I could see that these days. Yeah.
Right.
He's really involved in a Star Wars now, so
he's not writing a Star Wars, but he is writing a hot tub time machine of a movie. You know.
He's made some movies, but like, yeah. He's really didn't he direct?
He made an Iron Man.
He directed not the Lion King. He directed. Didn't he direct one of those movies?
Did he?
I thought he directed one of those live action CGI movies. Why is this not loading?
I don't think he did. Did he?
I feel like he did. Yeah, he directed the Lion King.
The live action one?
Yeah, he directed.
Oh my
it.
God, Jon Favreau.
I remember this. Yeah.
Not to be confused with
speechwriter. They fall in love with the process, but it's like, man, just make. He directed Jungle Book too. He directed the Jungle Book too, didn't he?
The live action one?
Yeah.
Wow.
Why are people
who directed the live action Aladdin? Is that him too?
No, it's Guy. I want to say Guy Ritchie.
That was Guy Ritchie, right? Yeah, because that one was
I gotta
actually
look it up, but I'm pretty sure it's Guy Ritchie.
That one was actually good. I actually really like that one.
I didn't watch it. It just feels like junk food.
It was it Selma Hayek? No, it was the modern age Selma Hayek.
Naomi Scott,
the one who played
Jasmine.
Jasmine, yeah.
Yeah, Naomi Scott.
Yeah. She's the modern.
I don't think she's the modern day
Selma
Hayek.
I don't even think she's. Get in the comments. Get in the comments.
I'm sorry, Naomi Scott, the Pink Ranger from the
Naomi
Power Rangers reboot.
Pink Ranger? That's great.
She was.
This
wasn't even a bad movie.
Get in the comments. Is Naomi Scott the modern day Selma Hayek?
She was in The Martian.
What is Selma Hayek up to these days? She's still making movies?
Must be.
I hope so.
She was in the Adam Sandler Amazing Picture, Grown Ups 1 and 2.
Oh my God. Disappointing.
I love it. You should watch Adam Sandler movies. Happy Gilmore 2's coming out.
You know, I did very much enjoy his SNL song that he put on for their anniversary show.
He's good. He's good when he wants to be.
I will concede.
He's good.
It was good.
Sometimes
he tugged on the heartstrings.
Sometimes though, it's just I don't know. Selma Hayek. What is she? Oh yeah, remember she was in the Eternals. Remember that? Remember the Eternals?
Oh my God, she was in the Eternals. Jesus Christ, that's depressing.
That classic.
That adamantium boy would be reaching up. The Celestial be reaching up out of the ocean or whatever.
Yeah. Get some stuff coming. I don't know. Selma Hayek. Yeah.
All right. Well, should we wrap here?
Yeah, we can go ahead and wrap this one up. It's great. It's going to do it for today. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Watching and listening to us ramble about movies for too long.
Please like and subscribe.
Appreciate our recommendations. Watch a movie with us, and then we'll talk about it together next time.
Commentary. I mean, we could do commentary sometime.
We should do a commentary.
We can figure something out.
All right.
All right. Until next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
If you can dream it, you can do it.